What's going on, beautiful people? Today I'm with my buddy Ryan from the band Water Culture, and we're going to talk about the new project and the new song they have coming out called Sad Joints. And the new album will be out November 29th. So right now I'm going to bring him on and we're going to start the conversation. Ryan, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. You got anything you want to say to the people before we start the interview? Or
Um, Hello. Thanks for watching. Our album, firstly, I'm from the band Water Culture, and our album Hanging by a Thread is coming out November 19th. And yeah, really excited for it. And I hope anyone listening goes and checks it out and enjoys it.
so the 19th. That's the backward. I'm sorry, people.
No
So
worries.
how has this album changed and the sound changed from what it used to be? What's the difference?
Um, it's a little bit heavier, and there's a lot more tapping. Our guitarist Jared Pugh wrote the majority of this record, and it's the first record that we've done with him. And he's really big into like math rock, like This Town Needs Guns and things like that. So you kind of get a bit of that in this record.
Okay, cool. So how did you guys come up with the name Water Culture? From you said it used to be Glow. So how did you guys come up with the name when you changed it?
I was watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. Well, actually, I was watching Legend of Korra, the follow-up show to that, and they were talking about the Water Tribe's culture of healing through traumatic shit and not holding on to anger and vengeance. And I just really vibed with that, so that's where that came from.
So where do you guys get most of your inspiration for writing when it comes to a new album?
We write really sporadically, so it's kind of different from song to song. Um, I usually find inspiration in the instrumental and just kind of whatever comes to mind. A lot of artists that I listen to, um, and just people that inspire me. You know, it's just where I get a lot of my ideas vocally, and that really shapes it. Um, with this record, I don't really know what I would say our inspirations are. It's kind of all over the place. Kind of have to dig into it yourself.
Who is some of your biggest influence? I know I was listening to music the other day, and I'm listening to a new single called Sad Joints many times, and I thought it was like a Emily Affliction meets Rise Against, kind of that kind of vibe to me. But what would you
That's
say
really
to
cool.
you?
Sad Joints is really cool because we all were just jamming in a room, and our guitarist had an idea for the chorus and one of the verses, and it just was like a really natural thing. Like we didn't really like try really hard to write it; it just kind of came out. Um, but I listened to a lot of post-hardcore growing up, like Of Mice and Men, The Devil Wears Prada, Sleeping with Sirens, Pierce the Veil, this, that, or the other. And so I would say that I'm really driven with that with this song because it is a bit heavier and more in that post-hardcore spectrum of things than our usual like uh, alt rock emo type shit. Um, so that mixed with a little bit of post rock, like Pianos Become the Teeth and Berlin. And yeah, but that's really cool that you hear a little bit of Rise Against and Amity Affliction in that.
Yeah,
It's pretty
I
cool.
like, but I like Nice to Man too. So, where do you guys hope to go with this new record? Like, what do you got? What are the big hopes for it? Where do you hope it'll take
I mean, deep down, my hope is to the moon. I wanna tour. I wanna have fans. I want to be successful in music. I want to make music a bigger part of my life than it currently is. I'm very passionate about it. I wouldn't say it's a job. It's more of a hobby that I put a lot into. And you know, as far as it'll take me, I would love to go. I'm very passionate about it.
awesome? So, have you guys worked with a publicist before? I know I got your information from the publicist Melanie. So, is this your first time working with someone helping you with all this, or has it been just y'all, or have y'all had other people help?
In the beginning of Glow, we had a friend of mine that acted as our manager for a handful of months that helped us get set up and taught us a handful of things as far as like promotion. Marketing is really hard. I'm a musician, not a marketer. So, yeah, it's been nice having somebody handle some of that. Um, Still learning though. So,
So, what kind of things did it take off your hands when someone like Melanie or a publicist does that? What have you found free and what makes it better for you?
um, I don't know, but that's only because like a lot of the stuff that she has set up is for like post release promotion, and so I haven't really seen, I guess, like what would be considered a return on investment yet because nothing has come out and it's just been like a few things set up for promotion, which is really cool and would take work on my part, but yeah.
That's cool. So, what do you think the biggest part that you've learned about doing this album, and what's the biggest part that people can learn from the sound that you got to change from this song versus your other stuff?
What can people learn from this sound versus our other stuff?
Let me rephrase that. What's the biggest thing that someone can take away from this new sound versus the way you guys used to be?
That I still got that dog in me and I can scream. Um, that we're not a one faceted band. We're not a one sided band. Um, we're capable of doing a lot of different sounds. We're capable of conveying a lot of different emotions, even though most of the time it is sad. Uh, I don't know.
What are you guys trying to tell your fans in this song, and what do you want them to take away when they listen to it? And what's some of the stories that you hope to get back from them from hearing this song?
I hope that some people listen to the song and connect with the lyrics. This song was written towards the end of a very difficult relationship that I was in for a few years, and it was written at a point of realization that I needed something more, that this other person needed something else in their life, because us just trying to force this relationship to work was destroying both of us, and we deserved better. That's the chorus goes, I know I want something more for my life. Um, you say you want it all, but I won't lie. We can't get through the day, stuck on a memory soaked in pain. So where do we go from here? I I hope people can just vibe with the song, really enjoy it, and maybe bang their head a little bit. But if there's 1, 2, 10, 2,000 million people that hear that and relate it to their own situation, and it inspires them to make a better change for themselves, that that would make me happy.
So I noticed in the video you guys had pictures going all around, and it was like in a basement. Where did the influence from the video come from? Like, who did that
So
create that?
Garrett Barefoot did the music video, and he's really creatively driven. He had the ideas from the vibe of the song to use pictures that were meaningful to all of us, and we just showed up day of and looked at the space we had, created a couple of scenes. I really liked how we used the pictures. Um, it's I got my little brothers in the pictures. It's nice to see him. Just all of our different families, people we've lost, people we love people we loved and then lost. Um, it's a meaningful song, and the video has a lot of personal meaning to a lot of us as well, or to all
So,
of the.
so with it being such an emotional song and seeing those pictures, was there anything you had to do to promote to prepare yourself emotionally for the video shoot? What was the emotion when you were shooting the video?
I mean, I was really excited because we've been working on these songs for a long time. um, and just to get to the point of like getting to shoot a music video, getting to release music again, because it's been a long time since I've released a song that is new. There was an overwhelmingly excited feeling to it, but I was also going through the brunt of what the song is about, and it was emotional. There's a scene that did get me very emotional, and I think it kind of portrays in the scene. It's where I'm sitting down in this little soft light, and there's like the art behind me. Just it was just very sad, but yeah, there's a bit that goes into that, but it's kind of personal.
Okay, cool. So it's very emotional and very emotional driven. So what are some of the emotions that you think that what is the kind of stories you think that somebody can learn from this? Like, how has this music video helped you personally shooting?
Um, I feel like the big message of the song to myself is that we are all, no matter who we are, what we've been through, what we've done, we're all deserving of love. We are all deserving of care. We are all deserving of the comfortability that comes with having a good home environment. And you shouldn't have to feel anxious all the time. You shouldn't have to feel on the defensive all the time. And if the people that you are around don't nurture that and don't make you feel that warmness inside of you, that security inside of you, then it's you're in the wrong place. And um, yeah.
Okay, so what are some of the bands you guys hope to tour with? Are you guys planning a tour or what's coming up for the after the song is released in the album?
Um, we would love to tour with anybody. I We have plans just for local shows because it's pretty hard to organize a tour with all of our band members. We're all spread out all over North Carolina, and it's just it's difficult to organize those kinds of things. We're all in our later 20s, mid 20s. We all got to make money, do things. So we don't have any touring plans. We have a 4-day run in February, which is a few months from now, and then we're gonna have shows this month in January. We're taking most of December off just because everybody has, family plans, holidays, stuff like that. So,
Okay, so this is going to be a full length album, right? That you guys
yes.
are putting out. Okay, so is the sound going to be about the same for this whole album, or is it going to be different? What can people expect for the whole album?
So, Hanging by a Thread, kind of the theme of the record is we weren't sure that these songs would ever come out under like a full record. There was a time during COVID where we there was a chance that we would break up. A guitarist left, and then it was just me, my drummer, my bassist, and I wasn't sure that we were going to continue with the project. The other 11 songs on the record are actually already out as singles. They kind of went under the radar during COVID, so we put Sad Joints in front of them, and then that's going to be the record. Uh, the title, Hanging by a Thread, it just felt like the whole project was hanging by a thread for me at certain points. And my drummer and my bassist really had my back, really made me feel um, secure in the foundation that we had together as a group. And it's just kind of a tribute to that period of time. We have more music ready to come out after this record, but this record is stuff that has been previously released, except for Sad Joints. So
So
any of the songs you can check out. The track listing. Give me 1 second. I will read it off to you. Um, It starts off with Sad Joints, and then
Okay, just to let you know, I can't see you anymore. Your camera went blank. I don't know if you know that.
I'm back. I can't think of the track list off the top of my head, but you'll see it when it comes out in a week.
Awesome. So this is pretty cool because you guys are brand new. So how many people are you guys expecting to come to these shows, and what's a good turnout that you hope to see?
Man, I always hope for the best. Having 100 people come out to a show is amazing. Having 10 people come out to a show is just as fun. I appreciate any and everybody, and I try not to set too many expectations because I don't like to, don't like to be let down. Don't like to. I think it's just easier not to expect things.
Yeah,
But I hope thousands one day. But for now, 50 to 100. That's amazing. That's a sweet spot.
So as we close this interview out, we're talking about how many people you would like to come to a show. What can people expect from the crowd vibe when you guys have a show? What will the vibe be, and what will the vibe that you hope to have?
You listen to the first 10 seconds of Sad Joints, and I would hope that will be obvious. We want people to enjoy themselves, have a good time, move around, and yeah.
That sounds good, man. Well, it was great talking to you, and I can't wait to hear the new album and the new songs, and look forward to seeing you soon.
Thanks, bud. Nice talking to you.
You too.